Warning: This specific episode is basically reviewing on the latest Phineas and Ferb episode, Mission Marvel. So chances are there's going to be lots of spoilers. So I suggest watching the video now. Well, watching the Phineas and Ferb episode now before watching this review. Oh, don't worry. Take your time. I can wait. Why, thanks for the warning, Goliath, but we never installed such a deadly device in the ceiling. Of course you didn't. I did. Oh, you're back. Wow, that took much actually, took much longer. Man, what's wrong with me? Anyway, Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel. What can I say about that? It's freaking awesome. No, I'm serious here. Since I work as a freelance animator and a one hell of a comic book fan. This is not even a tenth of what I have here at home. No, anyway, being both a comic book fan and a freelancing animator, I'm very pleased with this. Like this is still a TV show. This is like decent. This is and it's also Disney, so it's just decently well animated. And being a comic book fan, I actually got started with Marvel growing up as a kid. It was really pleasing to see this episode. Like even if you're not a fan of Phineas, if you're not a fan of Phineas and Ferb or Marvel, it'd be weird if you're not a fan of both. But no, anyway, it's pleasing to see because it is still a Phineas and Ferb episode, and but also it's like if you've seen the latest like Marvel cartoons that Disney has been showing, you'll still know what's going on. Like they have all the voice actors, like Jake Bell is Spider-Man, and so on and so forth. Like so on and so forth. And this is all set in the Phineas and Ferb universe. Design-wise, I don't have a problem with it. I like how they try to keep it to a Phineas and Ferb way, but still you can still tell who the Red Skull is, who MODOK is, who all the Marvel characters are. Even Nick Fury, and he's not around that much. But anyway, I like the design. I love the animation. Chances are anyone who's into cartoons, and also or who's really into comics, this is actually quite pleasing to see. Okay, story-wise, and this is where the spoilers come in. So if you've seen the episode, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But this is fair warning, just in case, oh, thanks for spoiling it for me, Ian. God. No. Anyway, story-wise, is basically kind of starts off like a typical Phineas and Ferb episode, except they're in space, and basically they're surfing on asteroids. Surfs up next to Deep Space Nine, dudes. No, anyway, and right off of the bat, they make they're saying if you're not a Marvel fan, some of the jokes that they make go right by you. I mean, seriously, boom. First Marvel joke, they make the first Fantastic Four joke, and they're not even in it. And I'm like, yes! Anyway, as they're surfing, they have a little mini satellite shaped like Phineas and Ferb's, mostly Phineas's head. And no one's concerned that they're making devices that look like them. Oh. Anyway, while that's happening, Perry the Platypus stops Doofenshmirtz's latest machine, Power Drainator. And basically, as typical Doofenshmirtz shenanigans, the Nator fires one off. And as that happens, it's like, bounces off Phineas and Ferb satellite, heads to New York, and I still love the fact they still add in Stan Lee, even though, it, like, episode would have been done well, even if he wasn't in it. He's like, he's the hot dog vendor. It's like, yeah, that's my old sport. Stan Lee, hot dog seller of Excelsior hot dogs. Don't know if they're quite tasty, though. Anyway, and basically he shows New York in typical epic superhero showdown fashion. And during battle, heroes lose their powers. They get struck by a beam and it's like, the Sharper's like, oh, get him! Sticks to wall and doesn't quite work. Crap. And the news finds out, and basically Doofenshmirtz goes up, checks the news because a horse in a bookcase that didn't quite work out is going like, hey, I drowned! Hey, it was me! I did that! I'm gonna post it on evil Facebook. Okay, before I continue on, for the villains for the Marvel villains they have, it's Red Skull, MODOK, Whiplash, and Venom. If you haven't seen Avengers Assemble, basically Red Skull and MODOK are trying to form their own team of super evil called the Cabal. And we haven't seen Whiplash, so that could happen in a later future. But my only question, what's Venom doing there? You know, weird. But I love the voice acting is great for like, oh, we got a different voice actor for Venom, but it's like still I enjoy it because it has that Venom raspiness you would assume he would have whenever you read a Venom comic. No, and like as the villains were talking like what the heck's going on, MODOK actually goes like with my superiority of my body merged with technology, I can interface with the internet to find the info. And Whiplash goes, yeah, my phone, actually, yeah, my phone does that too, and I get free Wi-Fi here. It's actually quite funny how basically an iPhone can easily replace MODOK. Well, not his power, just basically if you want to surf on the internet. Well. Parts I like. Parts. Okay, I'm gonna start with this. Parts I didn't like about the entire episode. Very few. There's very few I didn't like. Well, maybe that Phineas was a total dick to Candace. Like every time she made a mistake, he like if you've seen the Phineas and Ferb movie Across the Second Dimension, you see like he gets really upset when he finds out Perry's secret. Here it's just like he gets really upset with Candace, even though like they set back to one. It's like most of the time these are actual honest mistakes where anyone could easily for like anyone can usually make. But he just goes like, what the hell, Candace? What the hell? No, but like that's I just thought Phineas was a dick throughout most of the episode. But there were a lot of parts I did like as well. Oh man, there was a lot of things I liked about the episode. You're about to hear me ramble about everything. Yay! I hope I don't waste 40 minutes because that's exactly how long the episode is without commercials. Oh well. Anyway, like the villains find out. Like, it was Doofenshmirtz. And when MODOK talks about Doofenshmirtz, he's really pissed. It's like, so you must be Doofenshmirtz. It's like it was like how Seinfeld says Newman. He really doesn't like Doofenshmirtz. And they're part of a segment in this song where basically, they're doing this evil musical number called My Evil Entourage, which I find that hilarious. Doofenshmirtz was hanging out with the Marvel villains, and basically they're all like, "Did my evil entourage?" And also while that's happening, like the heroes do visit Phineas and Ferb, and trying to figure out how they get their powers back. And my favorite part of during that scene is that you find out Candace is a fangirl for comics. That's actually quite exciting, and they explain why. Because in earlier episodes, they say she's a Ducky Momo fan, and when you hear one of your favorite franchises doing a crossover with another franchise, like, I love what she does. She actually literally looks up like everything about Marvel Comics, and she instantly becomes a fan. Even weirder, she leaves the room, comes back asking Thor and Hulk to sign her fan fiction of them learning ice skating. That's gotta sound like an example of what not to do for fan fiction, but oh well, it's funny fan fiction. Also, while the good guys, while Phineas and Ferb and the Marvel heroes are trying to figure out Doofenshmirtz and the bad guys are doing an evil entourage, you see Perry the Platypus getting his mission from Major Monogram and guest star Nick Fury. And oddly enough, it goes to show the fact almost everyone wants to be Nick Fury. It's like yes, how do you piss off Nick Fury trying to rip off his look? Mostly going like you see Monogram with an eye patch. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah, I have a medical mission. This is my seeing eye patch. And in the next scene, like, they switch back, like, what the hell? He thinks 2 eye patches are cool. Well, they are. And like later on in the scene, he mentions like he has a black beard going on. And it's like seriously, hey, you're not the only one who can rock an awesome face mullet. The only person in real life I know who can rock an awesome face mullet is a friend I know named Spencer. His beard is huge. But that's the side point we're talking about Phineas and Ferb. Like during when I mentioned Candace makes mistakes and Phineas gets pissed off. One of them is basically, like during the whole scenario of like screw up like the heroes don't do so well fighting the villains in Danville at first, and during one of the accidents, Beljeet becomes his own Hulk, which likes to call Hulk Jeet, though you can't quite hear that well when he pronounces that. Oh well. Like during the scene where basically like Phineas and Ferb give Candace the cold shoulder, and Candace is like this depressed mood, and there's like this one song. This is my favorite song out of the entire episode, and there is a link here on the description. And I actually asked if I can, and she's saying yeah, go right ahead. And basically, she posted this on YouTube yesterday, or was it the day before? Actually, it was the day before yesterday. Like when the episode came out. The song is amazing. It's like I put that up there along with favorite songs I like in superhero movies, like One Hero by Nickelback singer Chad Kroeger. Like that's how good it is. I would listen to it like 100 times. Like that's how good the song was. I don't know anyone who actually would want to listen to it 100 times. I know it's get boring. No, it's a really good song. Also, like later on in the episode, Doofenshmirtz rebuilds the power drainer, but villains take it. Oh, before I continue on, Perry actually does become a superhero. It's like if Perry was Batman because he has a cape, a cowl, and a belt full of awesome gadgets. Also, they also mention, I love this one hilarious joke when the heroes are trying to figure out who it was. Like, who was that mysterious Duck Beaver stranger? Maybe it was Howard or Doug. Whoever. No, it wasn't Howard the Duck. What are you thinking? Again, Marvel superhero humor. Oh God. Anyway, it's like the villains upgrade the power drainer, so it ends up like instead of just draining, it ends up like destroying at the same time. And you just love how hearing Stanley goes like, "Man, I thought moving to Danville would get me out of the craziness from New York. Gah!" Of course, wherever Stan Lee goes, craziness just happens. He was a janitor, he's a truck salesman, a hot dog vendor, an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, that That last one does seem a bit weird. Oh well. No, I like it. Like the heroes do get their powers back thanks to Candace and Isabella. Yeah, the only like the female characters of the show, and they're complaining that the boys didn't want them to help, and that they're the ones who saved the day. And I love how like how they saved the day. Well, they found out the powers were still got absorbed into Phineas and Ferb's satellite, and as they're trying to like release it on the heroes, they accidentally crash the satellite onto the villains. And since this is a cartoon, no, the villains are A-okay. Also for the fact that apparently their satellite is a total asshole. Like when it's powering down, it defriends people on Facebook. That's just mean. Funny when you hear it in a joke, but still mean. Oh man. No, well they they had like this awesome epic fight, and there are parts in there you can easily tell if you've seen the Avengers movie. Like there's a scene where the Hulk literally saves Iron Man, and it's like the exact same scene how Hulk catches Iron Man in the film, or in the film where it's like they circle around the heroes, and all the heroes are like preparing for their epic poses. I guess like the animators had like an awesome time just like going through like certain scenes trying to animate those. I say well it's actually well done, so kudos. What else am I forgetting here? Well, besides spoilers galore, and people hate me because I'm like giving epic spoilers. Well, that's why I sent there a link also in the description where if you want to watch the cartoon. Anyway, oh yeah. Besides like how it all ends, like heroes win, they take the bad guys away. Doofus Merchants, one of Doofus Machines takes the satellite away, which basically the mother will never know what Phineas and Ferb are actually doing. Well, except for the fact that she remembered, oh wait, the Candace, oh yeah, I forgot you're a huge fan of comics, Candace. It's like, also, during the credits, they try to unmask Perry the Platypus, kind of thing. Well, because Buford is an ass, but hey, it's fun. Like, let's see who it really is. And underneath that mask is another mask. Da, da. No, well, actually, it is another mask. They go like, Ducky Momo. Oh. No, but again, like smart thinking on Perry's move. Have another mask, and it's like, huh? I thought it was actually a platypus, maybe because of the beaver tail. Oh well. Anyway. Like, how would I'm sorry for spoiling that all, and sorry if I'm abridging this terribly. I'm sorry about that. But I'm just saying all the parts that you can easily get there. What did I like about that? A lot. All the Marvel jokes Marvel fans would get into. It's like, it's the episode where if you're a fan or not, you could still enjoy this. Like, even if you just seen like a few episodes of just a few episodes from the episodes that Disney's been publishing, you will still have a fun time, or just watching Phineas and Ferb. You still have a fun time watching this. I literally would give this a 9 out of 10 stars. Of course, I'm biased that way because I do like Phineas and Ferb, and I'm a huge fan of comics, as you can see from this very small pile. You go like, this is small? Yes. It's very small. It's... Okay, this is piled horribly, but it's laughingly small. No, but that's like, if you could find this online, or, I did hear it's going to be on DVD in October. And I was going, yes, I'm so buying that. I would recommend, if you could find it, watch it, if you can get it. Like, I say buy it at stores. Let Disney know Phineas and Ferb and Marvel cartoons and comics are fun to look at, and so basically let them continue the magic. So yeah, support the industry and whatnot. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this episode. You can go if you want to know if you have seen the episode or want to know more about Marvel stuff. You can check out the internet's useful tool, or just end up going through Marvel Comics. You will not be disappointed. I'm Ian Yoxton, your Canadian Comic Geek, signing off. Bye.